Star and Tiger put back on their stripper outfits, except Star did not bother wearing a top.
Range Wilson.
It was early 2009, and I had just arrived at Irrieguy's Super Bowl party. As I was drinking a beer and catching up with my buddies from 2+2, Irieguy officially kicked off the party with a surprise announcement. Before the football game started, there was going to be a topless oil wrestling contest, and the contestants were going to be two young ladies from his office. This announcement was truly extraordinary. First, we all knew these young ladies from previous Irieguy gatherings. They were young, attractive, and charming, but otherwise behaved just like normal girls. They liked to have fun, but had never demonstrated any sort of girls gone wild behavior. But that was about to change because they were definitely ready to get wild. It was also extraordinary because Irieguy was taking a huge personal and professional risk. If he had somehow coerced these young ladies into staging the event, or if things got ugly during the event itself, he could end up in a whole bunch of trouble. It was not a course of action I would have recommended, but Irieguy pulled it off effortlessly. The key factor was that Irieguy had already hosted a bunch of 2+2 events, during which he had gone out of his way to create a safe space for females. His number one rule was that you had to treat the ladies with respect, whether they were guests or hired talent. He had also not hesitated to kick out anyone who failed to follow this rule. In short, he had already weeded out any troublemakers, and knew he could trust the male audience to be enthusiastic but respectful. In the meantime, I got no hint of reluctance from the young ladies who had decided to play their roles to the hilt. Irrieguy's special lady friend Malia helped them get dressed up in cute little outfits, and they even picked stripper names. One became Star and the other became Tiger. The oil wrestling event itself exceeded everyone's expectations. Irieguy had set up an entire stage, complete with PA system. He emceed the ring entry ceremony, then proceeded to hype up the crowd as the two young ladies shed their tops. When it came time to wrestle, Star and Tiger went all out. Tiger was the smaller of the two ladies, but a perfectly executed hip throw made her the winner by acclamation. Afterwards, we gave the two young ladies a huge round of applause and a shower of cash, then everyone headed back inside to get cleaned up and cooled off. The Super Bowl itself turned out to be exciting and well played. A 100-yard interception return on the last play before halftime got the entire crowd in an uproar. Side bets meant that tens of thousands of dollars changed hands in the spans of just a few seconds. After the game ended, the party really kicked into gear. Star and Tiger put back on their stripper outfits, except Star did not bother wearing a top. They gave lap dances to selected attendees, including myself. During the dances, they told me it was surprisingly difficult to do and that their thighs were burning. If you have ever wondered why strippers have thick thighs, now you know. Then Tiger's sister showed up to be the bartender, and she proceeded to get topless as well. I decided to help her out because I had already blown my meager entertainment budget. The only problem was we were running low on alcohol. We dug a bottle out of the recesses of the bar, but it was entirely in Russian, except for the number 96. We assumed it was 96 proof vodka and proceeded to mix drinks from it. Before long, the party started getting really weird. The hired talent had arrived, and the young men were competing to see who could get them to do the most outrageous things. Tiger's boyfriend paid one stripper to give him a roundhouse slap across the face as hard as she could. Things got even weirder from there, and much, much fuzzier. Finally, a little voice inside my head whispered, "Get out." Over the years, I have learned to pay attention to that little voice. I said my goodbyes to Tiger's sister and then bounced out of there with no further ceremony. The next day, when we were all comparing notes on 2+2, nobody could quite agree on the series of events that had happened after I had left. The one thing they could agree on is that the party had gotten very, very weird. I could not help but think back to that bottle of Russian alcohol, so I did some research. It turned out it was in fact vodka, but it was 96% alcohol, or 192 proof. As one of the 2+2 posters put it, that explains so much. All I could do was offer everyone a virtual shrug and apology. But it turned out there was no lasting damage, and everyone had a great time. at least as far as they can remember. Tune in next time to find out what happened when the next party I attended did not go nearly so well. Until then, regular viewers, please like, comment, and/or share. New viewers, please click the icon to subscribe, the playlist to catch up on my life videos, or watch a video that YouTube has picked for you personally. My name is Range Wilson, and I'll see you next time.